Relationship building is the most important part in the longevity of the business because you may not always make money. I say to someone, like, I would rather make $1,000 100 times than $10,000 once. So that's how I look at it with the longevity. You just make sure you're always taking care of your client. You don't overpromise or underdeliver. That's what it's really about. Like I said, I haven't always made money, and sometimes I've lost money, but the client always got where they needed to go. But it's not always about the money, it's always about fixing a problem. It's a great problem to have that you have to go from point A to point B. Relationship building is the most important part in the longevity of the business.
What advice do you have to an entrepreneur that's watching this and maybe they are trying to figure it out, don't really know if entrepreneurship is for them? What advice would you give to that person?
It has to move you. If it doesn't push you and doesn't give you a why, you can't say you should do it. So you have to be strong-willed in your business practices to be able to withstand that. Keep pushing for greater things.
I know we said 2026 we're going bigger and
For
better,
sure.
but is there any other last piece of advice?
I would say anybody that's watching this, get yourself a mentor.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Access Granted, where I give you exclusive access to entrepreneurs killing it in their industry. Today, I'm excited to bring Rob Brown to Access Granted. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
We're excited to have you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. So tell the audience, who is Rob? What do you do?
How you doing? My name is Rob. Go by the name of Charter King. I work for Vomos, private aviation, luxury travel company. I've been doing this for a little bit of time. Seems like a long time.
Well, I love it. So
thank you.
Tell us more about Charter King. How did you even get started with private charter and helping people get on to private jets?
So actually, I got started because of my mentor, who is the CEO of the company. He called me one day and he asked me to train him. So before this, I was a personal trainer, health and wellness. And he called me one day and he said, yo, I need you to train me and my wife. And I was like, all right, cool. I trained him and his wife, but I've known him. I don't never know how to say this. I've known him or he's known me, but it's been since I was 15 years old.
Oh, wow.
So he started in exotic car rentals. So I've always known that. And he's been an entrepreneur my whole life. So when he called me, he said that he was starting private aviation, a jet course. He told me about it while we were working out at the gym. I told my girlfriend, I was like, yo, he's doing this jet course. I think we should do it. Long story short, took the course. Now we're here.
So his course would actually teach you how
to do private jets.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah, correct.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Funny story. I used to, years ago, I used to fly private all the time. And people, I still do now. You got me back in. But before, I used to fly private all the time, and people would wonder, oh my goodness, how is she on this private jet? There was a company, you probably heard of them, called Jet Smarter.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. That's how long ago it was, right? Okay. So you would get I think at the time they were very new, so you would pay an annual fee, and then you would be able to fly as long as there was an empty leg going.
Oh, right,
you would be able to hop on the jet.
Yeah.
And so I would travel to Atlanta, fly private from Atlanta to New York, or either Atlanta to Miami.
Okay.
And people would go crazy.
Yeah, content.
Because it was content. But this was before I was even Coach K. It was I was just on social media. Oh, she's filthy rich. And I was broke at the time. I was broke. The package that you had to pay, I want to say it might have been $10,000.
Right.
Somebody gave it to me as a gift. But I was broke. I probably was on a private jet with $100 in my bank account. So
you was on there, though.
I was on there.
He was definitely on there.
But it introduced me to just a life that I knew that I wanted. I'm like, I want this.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I want this. So if, there's somebody watching this and they're like, man, I want to fly private. That sounds like a luxury. What can I even do? How expensive is it? I know now that it's not a one-time payment of $10,000, but how expensive is it, and how can I even make this happen?
It could get really expensive.
Yeah.
But it could be, as cheap as $1,000.
Really?
Yeah. The $1,000 flights are what you call empty legs or deadheads or however you want to name it. But that's the cheapest, and they can vary to $500,000 depending on the size of the plane, things like that. But the average cost, I would say, is like $25,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it worth it to you to fly private? Some people feel like I can just go, go fly first class.
I mean, you can fly first class, but the thing is that people fly private for privacy, one, and then the time that you can do it. That's the number one thing. People fly private for time. So, you can open up an app, Delta, American Airlines, Frontier, all of those, but they're always blocked hours, right? So you could, look at a flight, just say from Atlanta to Philly, and then 6 o'clock is the last flight. Let's say you got to go at 9 p.m. That's why you fly private, because you can collapse time. You can pick your time. You can do what you want, and you don't have to wait in TSA.
Yeah, that's the benefit. That's the luxury. Because Atlanta Airport can get a little crazy, and so we get to beat the traffic and
100%. And then with the TSA, especially when the government shut down, that was a major issue with TSA and air traffic control, with the airport shutdowns and the super long waits. Sometimes I saw Houston was like 8 hours to go through TSA. So, but when you was flying, people fly private, never had to even worry about that.
You don't have that issue.
Nah, definitely not the issue.
So it's definitely a luxury. For
sure. 100% a luxury.
Yeah.
100%.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Yeah. I'll actually enjoy it. Yeah.
So do you get to enjoy it as much now that you have the business and you're servicing other clients, or do you just kind of, sit back and let them do their thing?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of both. I try to fly when I can. Actually going on the 27th.
Okay.
Yeah. Family trip. So.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So me and my girlfriend going to take the family and do a trip. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
My daughter's 14 and she's like, I want to fly private.
Yeah, you got to put her on there.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to introduce her to it.
You should.
And I should.
Yeah, you should.
But I be so scared about.
Of what?
Because now she's going to be like, I want to fly private every time.
Hey, man, take the good with the bad.
It's going to be like every time. And right now I can get away with the Delta flight to Atlanta. And she's going to be like, why we can't fly private?
I mean, you could do the empty legs.
Of course.
Yeah, you can, go to Miami.
Yeah.
Take an empty leg to, Bahamas or Turks or somewhere, That's cool.
Yeah, we'll do that for her. We'll make it happen. She watches every episode, so she's gonna hold me to it.
Make sure you get your,
she's gonna hold me to it.
Make sure she puts you on one for your birthday or just anything like that. But
I'll do it for her birthday.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, like if you want to do something extravagant or something you've never done, do it for like a special occasion or something like that.
Okay.
Like birthday, anniversary. I had somebody book me for a proposal once.
Oh, that's sweet.
So like, but when, people who fly often, it doesn't matter if they got to go up the street. They So
how do I make it a big experience? Like if I'm chartering and, because you see people online and they have this whole birthday thing and themes. Is that something that you and your company help and coordinate, or do you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How do I make it a big experience?
So, I mean, if you make it a big experience, you can, call me up for the jet, and then you say, hey, I want to do a balloon, a balloon arch? Or something? Yeah, that, catering, ground transportation, Sprinter, whatever you want to do. Like I had one client who did a birthday, and she had like a violin person.
Oh, that's dope.
At the FBO.
That's
so
dope.
Like she was walking on the plane and the guy was playing the violin. It was,
I love that.
Yeah.
That's an experience.
That was different.
That's nice. That's nice.
That was
That's
super
luxury.
different. Yeah, that was beyond luxury.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah. So you took a course that taught you how to get into the chartering company. If I'm watching this and I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. What can I do to get started? Do you offer a course? Do you teach others now? Is your mentor still teaching others?
Yeah. So we have the VOMOS private aviation jet broker course.
Oh, wow.
And then within the course, you can offer mentorships. So not just myself, everybody who's in the company does private jets, you can become an affiliate. And affiliates is just for people who want to be in the business but not in the business, right? So you could be, someone like yourself and know people that fly private. So affiliate is just referral based. right? So you can say, oh, hey, I got a person that flies private. He or she needs this, and this and that. And then it's a referral based commission. So you basically making a couple dollars or whatever the case may be for an introduction. But affiliate course, that person is your lifetime quote unquote client. So if you make the introduce once, you get paid. But every time that person flies, you continue to get paid.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so sometimes you have a dashboard to see who fly, who didn't, why they didn't, whatever the case may be. You can always track your clients. One day, wake up with bank account and got money in it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't have to own a jet.
No.
Don't have to own a jet, but I can refer people
Absolutely.
to come work with you to fly private
Yes.
and still make money like I own the jet.
Yeah.
I'm missing out on money. Is what it sounds like.
Probably.
I'm leaving money on the table.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We're gonna make sure I get an affiliate link and put it in the comments here. So for anybody who wants to fly, you got to book me. You got to book through my link.
You got to definitely book through Coach K, and then get you some money.
Oh, that's exciting.
But it's not always about the money. It's always about fixing a problem. So that's what it looks. That's what I think it is. Like, it's a great problem to have that you have to go from point A to point B, but that's your problem, and I just have to fix it, right? So, we're in a super, super busy holiday time, crazy. So people are flying left and right, cancellations, the weather is the nature of the business. But sometimes I don't make no money, but the person still got where they needed to go. So that's great.
I love that you that you said that, because people probably, when we're entrepreneurs, we sit back and we think, oh, it sounds like there's so much money in it, right? I can make millions of dollars in it. And there probably are some people making millions with it, and I'm sure you do very well, but you just made a statement. There are some times where I don't make any money. Yeah. And sometimes building the relationship might be more than a couple of dollars that you might make on it.
Relationship building is the most important part in the longevity of the business, because you may not always make money. I say to someone, like, I would rather make $1,000 100 times than $10,000 once, right? So that's how I look at it with the longevity. You just make sure you're always taking care of your client. You don't overpromise and underdeliver. That's what it's really about. Like I said, I haven't always made money, and sometimes I've lost money, but the client always got where they needed to go. Because honestly, it took me 6 months to book my first jet. So you have to be strong-willed in your business practices to be able to withstand not getting paid for 6 months. The leads come through, you reach out, a lot of tire kicking people and all of that, but 6 months is a long time. 6 months of no's. So what if you weren't strong-willed and didn't really know why you were doing it for you to keep going? So 6 months of no's, like, that's a long time.
Did you feel like giving up during the 6 months?
Did I do what?
Did you feel like giving up during the 6 months?
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. It's definitely
that's
challenging.
hard, yeah.
So what kept you going? What kept that fire in you to, even when you got those no's that whole 6 months, to just keep pushing?
Because, my mentor told me, like, he's been doing this a long time. So if he was getting no's, then I'm just starting out. Like, I'm going to get no's. But I figured, if this is something I wanted to do, no's are part of the game.
What was that first yes like? I'm sure you remember.
No, I definitely do, because, like, the first yes was like, I was like, what? Like, I couldn't fathom because of the price tag. So that's what really I had to get over the hump, because coming from health and wellness, personal training, telling somebody you cost $100 an hour, they, what? Like, $100? Like, and they want to negotiate $100. And then telling somebody their jet costs $25,000, and they're like, okay. I couldn't believe, like, I couldn't really fathom that. But the first yes allowed me to be like, okay, people really do pay this money. And then 25,000, 50, 60, like, and then I think the most was like $250,000 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's so amazing.
Like, it was crazy. Like, the first yes, I was like, couldn't really, like, you gonna pay $25,000 for what? But yeah, that was the thing I couldn't really get over, like, that hump of, like, fixing up to tell somebody it costs $25,000. Because coming from personal training, telling somebody it costs $100, what? I'm not paying you $100. So it's like telling somebody $25,000, and they say yeah, then I'm cool now.
How do you incorporate? Because are you still heavily involved in health and fitness and
not a person like for myself? Yes, yeah, but not training and anything like that.
How do you incorporate that into being a busy entrepreneur? Is it just making time for you?
For me?
Yeah, for you personally.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, for me, that's always been a lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really take much to stick to a schedule.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I hear so many entrepreneurs all the time say, "Oh, it's so easy to get lost into making time for that." But like you said, it's a lifestyle. It's not a hit or miss. It's daily. It's what you do daily.
Yeah. I mean, if you work out, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it may get pushed back an hour or two. You may have to go an hour earlier, a little bit earlier, a little bit later. But as long as you get 30, 45 minutes a day, you good.
Okay.
Right.
That's good. That's good. What are some? So we dropped some names, and there might be some people who don't really understand what it is. We said empty leg earlier, right?
Yeah.
So what is an empty leg?
So an empty leg is essentially a plane, an aircraft that has to go from point A to point B. So we're in Atlanta right now, right? Let's just say there was an empty leg on December 28th in Atlanta, and it had to go to Miami. It's December 28th at a certain time. That's the only thing, right? So it may be, let's just say a G4 or something like that. Typically, that's a $20,000 flight, $20,000 something flight. But it's an empty leg. It has to go from Atlanta to Miami. You may get it for like 12, which is a significant discount. But the only thing is a restricted time with that. So maybe it's 12 p.m. or maybe it's 8 a.m. So if you have the flexibility in your schedule to do it, flying empty legs is the way to go, if you have the flexibility. So a lot of people hit me up for empty legs or watch, my stories for empty legs. But if you can do it, do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the best way for us to know about these empty legs is to connect with you, right?
Yes.
Your social media stories, and you always post them. And,
I post them daily. Yeah. So that's what an empty leg is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I have a question, and we don't have to say a name, but the jets.
Yes.
Are they owned by someone? Are they owned by companies? And or is this a person that maybe they had a meeting in Miami and they flew commercial, but their jet is in Atlanta, but they need their jet to get to them? Yeah,
so there's a lot of different, you have owners and then owner operators.
Okay.
Right, so you have a operator, that's like a company that have a fleet of different planes. But then you may have somebody who owns maybe 1, 2, 3, whatever, who charters them out for revenue. So it doesn't matter, as long as they're Part 135, that's chartering. So, I mean, that's the difference. So you could get someone who personally owns their plane. Like if you had a plane and you wanted to charter it out, you could do that.
When I get my plane, we're going to charter it.
I definitely I'll charter it out. Yeah, speak it into existence.
Absolutely. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Hey. That 14-year-old, she'll probably make me get one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, a lot of people do it for tax offsets and things like that. So, I mean, you could buy a plane and say, hey, I'm only flying X amount of times per year. The total number of hours I'm going to fly is this much, and I want to charter it out the rest. That's what happens when you have an owner doing it. But if you have a operator, they have a bunch of different planes, and you don't really have to get a owner approval for that.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. I see. I know people see it all the time, and they want the experience of flying private, but they don't know how, or maybe they don't know how to budget it. And we all, people see it and they want it. Yeah. I think I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people would like to experience it. So knowing that there are companies that will allow you to experience it at a decent price. Yeah.
Significantly cheaper, I might say. But,
Especially if you can get a plane. If there's a $12,000 empty leg going, and you get a plane, and you get 9 or 10 of your people to go with you.
Now that's the key right there.
Yeah.
That's the key. It's called like crowdfunding.
Okay.
So let's speak on that. Let's just say if you had a G4, it was going from Atlanta to Miami, and it cost $12,000, and the plane had 12 seats.
Okay.
$1,000 a person. That's it.
Yeah. And we waste $1,000. Yeah. We waste $1,000. If you pull out your DoorDash statement right now, you probably wasted $1,000.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about doing things that you haven't done before, right? So, like, I would say if a plane let's just say, just hypothetically speaking, you can get like an empty leg for like 6,000, right? It's going from point A to point B. Cool. Would you spend 6,000 on an empty leg, or would you spend $6,000 on a bag? Some people don't.
Yeah.
Because they can't. They're like, I'm not paying that, but they'll go spend it. And,
on a Chanel bag, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I mean, that's the thing about experiences, right? I mean, I would rather tell someone to get the experience of the $6,000 empty leg or $6,000 jet or whatever, and create a whole experience.
I agree. My mentor, Nehemiah, is my mentor, and he says, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Can't unsee it.
And so we went to Turks and Caicos, and we were able to take several people to Turks and Caicos that are one person was in there was another person that went with us. She was in her community. The person that was in my community ended up meeting us there. She didn't get to fly private with us.
Cool, right.
But to give them that experience of being on a private jet and going to Turks and Caicos and being at this Ritz-Carlton resort and, just luxury. And what I noticed is both young women, when they came back, they had a different hustle. It was just a different type of hustle. It was, this is the life I want, and I'm going to hustle to go get it.
Yeah, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was for me.
Like, seriously.
Yeah,
right.
Because I had flew private before, but again, it was different, right? It was different. It was kind of like I would say the Walmart of flying private. But, once I flew with you guys, it was just a different level of experience. And we had Stryker on there, and he made us a luxury brunch. And it was like, Neo, when I'm going again.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Like,
and so
it's a different thing. Like, it doesn't matter how many times I've flown private, it always feels like the first time over and over again.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Yep.
I love it.
What's your take on using it for content strategies? I know a lot of people use it just for content or video shoots, and so how do you feel about, do you think that it should be broadcast and advertising? If you have this experience, you should post it, or should it be more of a private? And because I'm sure you have some clients that never post.
Oh no.
And then you have clients who post every time, whole time.
Right. Okay. So my take on that is that it depends on who you are and what you do with the market, your audience, right? So I have a certain clientele base who don't post, athletes and things like that, because that's how they move. They don't want people knowing where they're going or whatever. But then you have content creators and people like that. Your job is to post. So I don't have any particular take on it. It's just do what works for you and your market. But a lot of my clients that's in the athlete entertainment space, they don't post.
Yeah, makes sense, right?
Some do, but I would say 99% don't.
Yeah.
They don't post at all.
Yeah, it makes sense. Go with with who your audience is.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I struggle with, because I try not to do a lot of lifestyle content. I like to lead with value content. So I want to teach you how to get the grants and how to get the funding.
Right.
I don't want you to see the jets or the Chanel bags and all of that, because I want you to get next to me because of what I can teach you and how I can educate you, not because of what you think I have.
Right.
But there are some people who are lifestyle. Like, you're going to see me in the Lamborghinis and so it makes sense that, you just kind of go with what your audience.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know who your avatar is. So you know how to market towards them. Yeah. Book a jet for a photo shoot, content for whatever it is. You're doing it for a reason. Like, you're not doing it for this person. You're doing it because of that market over there. That's why you're doing it. Yeah. You're not doing it for anything else but the reason why.
I love it. I love it. So what's next? As we get ready to approach a new year, what are the plans or goals for Rob, the Charter King, and Vamos?
Bigger and better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything is bigger and better.
I love it.
Like, I mean, you just have to keep pushing for, greater things. I have a collaboration line coming out. It should be dropping any day now. Okay. But that's Vomos and Airplanes and Hotels with Wallow 267.
Love it.
So that's going to be coming out for merch.
Oh, yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
Is this?
No. This is just a This is just a Vomos Charter King one of one.
Okay.
But the I'm sure that you're familiar with Wallow and airplanes and hotels. So we did, like a luxury airplanes and hotels, Vomos merch.
Oh, that's exciting.
For the fall. So that should be dropping pretty soon.
Well, we definitely got to support that for sure.
Yeah, hope so.
I love it. Of course. Yeah. So, another question that I've always had is, how do you, if I'm in this space, how do I source big clients? Because of course you want.
So with that, there's a lot of different places that you can source. Like there's, events that you can go to, but it's really like a referral based situation, simply because the nature of the business, how much money people trust people. Like you have to trust the person to give them your money. So it's a lot of trust.
Okay.
So I would say it's referral based. Simply like if you flew with us and someone asked you, you're going to refer them to who you trust. So that's what it's about. So, I mean, you could go to cigar clubs, you can go to private clubs, you can go to golf courses, you can go to sports events, you can go to all of these things. Recently just started using LinkedIn, but I would say it's more of a personal interaction with someone who's flown before and would just refer like, hey, yo, this is my guy.
I love that you said LinkedIn. Like my community, if they're watching this right now, they're probably like, Coach K talks about LinkedIn all the time. We have somebody inside of our community. She received a $45,000 grant because of a relationship she created on LinkedIn. I tell my entire community, go set up a LinkedIn account, create and nurture relationships there, because you can get right next to the decision makers. Like Instagram, nobody really runs their Instagram anymore. Like people who, there's an assistant or somebody who has that phone and they're running it. LinkedIn is really your CEOs, your CFOs.
So I recently just started using LinkedIn. Yeah. But
it's where the money's made.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's where the money is made.
That's what I heard. Sure. I mean, I didn't use LinkedIn, and now I use it. Yeah. But I mean, looking at LinkedIn now, that's exactly where the CEOs and all of those, because they're actually holding their phone. Like they're the one looking at the screen.
Absolutely.
Not the the virtual assistant or the assistant or someone else. I mean, because you have somebody. You'll comment on an Instagram, like a comment, then you get a DM 2 seconds later. Hey,
you didn't type this paragraph in 2 seconds.
Exactly. Automated real quick.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of it comes from personal interaction or a referral that you've done great business with someone and they're like, yo, this is my guy or this is my girl. Like whoever they trust, people do business with who they like at the end of the day.
I love it. You said a lot of key things that most people, I feel like, especially, in the entrepreneur space, people are missing this. One, building relationships.
For sure.
Right? Great customer service and building the trust. And then just, understanding that every interaction might not be your big interaction. Sometimes I might not make money, but the next interaction I might make 10,000 or 20,000 from it. So I love that you hit on a lot of things that I always try to coach people on and pour into. And I'm like, these are the things that are so important, starting with building the relationships. Like right relationship can be your $1 million breakthrough for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Like I had a guy, he was introduced to me like 3 months ago. Like all it was like a group text. Somebody I did a trip for. Hey, this is my guy. I trust him. And whatever. Nothing. 3 months later, he's like, yo, I need you. So it wasn't like, just because you don't hear from somebody doesn't mean that they aren't paying attention or whatever. Like I was expecting him to be like, yeah, right now. Like he's like, nah, I sat on it. Like I need you now though. Like what's happening? So, and I was able to, fix his problem.
That's good. So 6 months of no's.
6 months of no's.
Turned into just the hustle, the drive. Like I see it. Like you're grinding. And I think we first met in the proximity, right? A room that you had sponsored and you and your team had sponsored. And then now you are just making an impact. And now helping me get on jets.
You and your daughter.
Me and my baby. You got to plug it.
I keep plugging her in. Keep plugging her in there.
She's vibrating in my hip right now. She can.
She got the, She got the drop on you. Like, I hear you talking about planes. Like, she got the drop on you already.
I'm gonna make it happen for her birthday. Her birthday's March, so
yeah,
we're gonna make it happen for sure.
You definitely got plenty of time.
So what's I know we said 2026 we're going bigger and
For
better,
sure.
but is there any other like last piece of advice or anything you want to touch on before we wrap up?
I don't really have any major things that's coming up, but I would say anybody that's watching this, mentor. Get yourself a mentor. Like, just that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like your mentor was
yeah.
the foundation of,
for sure.
you know, where you are. And I
Yeah.
can definitely speak to, they hear me brag about my mentor like clockwork, like my two mentors. And it's the foundation of my success for sure.
Yeah.
You know, the hustle and drive was already in me, but it had, you know, somebody had to light that fire and kind of show me the way.
Yeah, put it under the microscope. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because like if you have an entrepreneurial spirit, you have one. It's just somebody that can see your entrepreneurial spirit. Like sometimes you need a third party that just, you know, give you the little
push,
the push, the guidance, and you know, it's kind of like training wheels, like on a bike. You know, it's like, I see you can do it. Like, let me hold you, and then they'll let go, and then they don't even know that, you know, you don't even know you've been let go.
That is so good.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say get a mentor and just keep making connections, because like I said, that introduction that I had 3 months ago, it was just an introduction, and then he hit me up like, yo, I need you. So it's always, people do business with who they like, and you know, it's not everything is immediate. You know what I'm saying? You don't get immediate gratification, hence 6 months.
I love it. I love it.
6 months. That was a long time of no.
And most people would have gave up. Most people.
I mean, a lot of people give up
With
sooner
just a
than
couple,
that.
yeah.
You know what
Most
I'm saying?
people around you know, a lot of people have people around them within 2 to 3 months. Oh, it's not going to work, or I told you so, or you know, you need to do this, or you need to let it go. So I'm glad that you kept going, and I'm super excited for what's next.
I'm thankful for real that I was able to keep going, and I didn't get discouraged by all of those no's. Like, I'm thankful.
Awesome.
You know?
This has been amazing. I want you to look at the camera for me and just tell them how they can, this one right here. Yep. And tell them how they can connect with you.
You can follow me on Instagram, CHRTERKING_. That's Charter King. You can find me on LinkedIn, Rob Brown on LinkedIn, parentheses, Charter King. So that's how you can find me on social media platforms. For the most part, the deals that I post every day is on Instagram. So you can find them in the story.
I love it. I love it. All right, you guys, this has been another amazing episode of Access Granted. I want you to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and then share this with 3 people that you love. And click the link below to book your charter.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
Till next time.